play that for like a minute or so. I was watching my old ones. I'd play it for like a minute, sometimes 2 minutes. I'm like, man, the song's too good. This is what the people want. Give them to them what they want. Happy Thursday. Hey, it's nearly the weekend. Proverbs 14:9. Why am I yelling? I just am. Fools mock at making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. Fools mock at making amends for sin. At first blanch, I'm probably misusing that word, but I don't care. I like using it in that vague context. At first blanch, you look at that and you're like, come on, who mocks making amends for sin? Who is that scummy? I mean, okay, lots of people are that scummy, but like, come on. Among the people I know and hang out with, who's that scummy? But take another second, Brendan, and think about it. And the more I think about it, I'm like, oh, well, actually, that's true. About 85 to 95% of the people I hang out with or know would indeed mock that. Maybe not out loud, but in their hearts, because rare is the individual that I meet in Southern California that even believes in sin. Which is funny to me because it's such a kind of New Agey, kind of like Buddhist, post-Buddhist, vaguely Hinduist, he says, vaguely Hindu sort of New Agey kind of spot, you know? And, in Buddhism, they're really talking about the same ish. They're, call it attachment. So I don't understand how people can just, like, toss that about and be like, oh, there is no sin, there is no transgression. They're all just learning, they're all just, maybe you made a mistake and it's something to learn from. Now, those self-same people would certainly apologize if they did something to somebody else. So why then do we, as a people, as a humanity, struggle then to apply that self-same principle that seems so right, seems darn tootin'? Why would we not apply that same principle to the divine, to our very souls? Why would we think, why then do we desire to paint God as a God who's just kind of into everything, man? He just loves it all. He loves murder, he loves rape, he loves genocide, he loves partying, he loves hanging out and talking with your friends, he likes petting puppies, he loves everything. Is that even God, really? I mean, that to me is person. That's more like the Norse or Roman concept of God, where it's they're basically just people with lots of power. Or even the Buddhist concept of gods, actually, which is that they are higher up on the enlightenment scale, but it's harder for them to attain enlightenment because they have all these powers and blah, 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 blah. What sort of divinity is that? And then why does this vision of God keep popping up all over the place? Why does the vast majority of human enlightenment point to, at the very least, a divine force that does not regard everything as equally to be loved? Or indeed, a God himself, an intimate God, a God of relationship, who indeed will come and dwell again amongst all manner of creatures. But that what we do, there is recompense for. Both sides of the fence, both good and evil. So that which we do in wickedness indeed sits upon our soul, and that which we do in righteousness, and there is no righteousness outside of God, indeed sits upon our soul. And these things that sit and weigh upon our soul until we do something about them. And the stains of eternity are something we can do next to nothing about. But release them. Lay them at the feet of a divine and loving God who's offered us mercy. I guess it's so hard for me, even logically, to kind of wrestle the devil's advocate perspective in this case. This is why I'm struggling with this a little bit, because I just have always seen humanity as such, as stained and as dark and as nasty. You see it in children, in babies. They're nasty little creatures, man. Nasty little selfish little beasts. And we're not really that different. We just kind of put on social decorum. And in my life, I have never felt such transformation. I've never felt such conviction. God came to dwell amongst sinners. I'm a sinner. God came to dwell amongst me. Convict me of that thing which I need to repent and make amends for, but can do no true healing of myself. Because indeed, every sin against humans is a sin against God. So our tally that we can then write with this one person, there's really a primary object, or primary individual, or primary whatever God is, who we have slighted and who we need to make amends with. And hilariously, making amends is then so easy. It's frightfully easy. Now living out the gratitude and obedience post amends is trickier. But mock not mercy. Mock not the mercy of God, that he would say, come unto me, ask for forgiveness, and you shall be forgiven. Go and sin no more. Like, what? That's it? Touch of your scepter? Dink, dink, and I'm knighted, and all of a sudden I'm pure again? Back to run the race, to stay pure, to move in this world in your hand? That's it? Why would you even want to mock that? Amen? Selah.